Good afternoon, guys. I've done a similar video on the other channel, so if you've seen the other one, you don't really need to watch this one. I'll switch the camera off because it affects the internet speed, and you can't normally hear me when I've got the camera on. It goes all fish tank. This is the cost of living that we have in Torrevieja. Well, La Mata, we're sort of north of Torrevieja. I'm not sure if it's actually still classed as Torrevieja or not, but we call it La Mata. I mean, La Mata is a little area. But our main town hall is in Torrevieja. The foreigners' office is Torrevieja, but we're in La Mata. So this is the cost of living we have as a family of four. So it'll be a quick rundown. It's electric costs us 100 a month on average. In the winter, it costs us 150. And right now, because the aircon is off, it'll drop down to probably about 80. Medical insurances cost us 128 euros a month as a family of four. That doesn't cover dentist cover. We may actually increase our cover. I'm sure I can get my money's worth out my son's teeth. Although that's the other thing, the kids can actually get free healthcare once they're actually recognised as residents in Spain as well. So that could even alter. We could reduce that probably in a few months because they don't actually need to have the cover. The water bill, it's 40 euros a month. They pay, we get it quarterly. The school costs us about 100 euros a month because you have to pay for food. If you're outside the certain limits, it's like outside 3 kilometers, I think you can't have free transport. So the kids have got free transportation to and from La Mata from school. But some people will pick the kids up from school, which I find if you take, like, say, petrol into account, picking the kids up, it may actually be cheaper to actually just pay for the bus because the kids also stay later in the day as well. Rent's 300 euros a month for us here in La Mata. The car, I put down 100 euros, but that includes the insurance, which is roughly 29 euros a month. Fuel, which I put about 50 euros for fuel. We're not even using that much at the minute. And also maintenance, because obviously we've had a few repairs on ours. If yours is reliable, I think you could probably get that down to about 40 euros a month. Internet, we're paying 58 euros a month. There is cheaper options out there. We have a landline with ours. Ours is with Telefonica. I'm looking at other options myself because it's simply not fast enough. The big problem we have is Telefonica pretty much control the network and fiber isn't in the area, but there is some satellite systems. I know Brian mentioned he can get 6 megabyte on his, so which is twice the speed I'm getting currently. Mobile phones costing 10 euros each, 10 euros per phone. We load data because nearly everybody in Spain that we know uses WhatsApp for telephone calls. So you don't really make that many telephone calls because everyone's on the WhatsApp. So we go for the data instead. And food bill, about 300 euros a month. That can go up or down depending on what you're eating. We mainly have fresh meat products. We have fresh vegetables. There is very little tin food in our house ever. We don't have microwave meals. Everything's freshly produced. So I do stress the fact that you could probably live cheaper than we do, but we actually make most of our food in the house. And I just wanted to stress that as a point. The main reason I've put this video out on this channel as well as the other one is I wasn't 100% which would be best for it. So I've put it on here simply because people can get it from either channel. And I know a lot of people are looking at moving to where we live or in this area. And this is exactly how much it costs us. It's basically 1,138 euros a month. And we can actually reduce that by the electric bill. Like I said, we could reduce that down by 20 euros a month. The school, I can knock 30 euros on average on a month off. Because although it's down as 100, it doesn't reach 100. I just rounded it off. The car, like I said, if you've got a car that's more reliable or you're just putting fuel in the insurance, I'm sure you could save 50 euros on that. And internet, if you get somebody else that does a better service or just data, like for example, you may find that you only need your mobile phone data and just tether it to your phone. You may not need to actually be spending as much as we do. because obviously if I could get a good enough internet connection on my phone, I wouldn't even need well, I'd have the mobile or the internet, not both. We've got both at the moment because April's in and out. She's at college today, for example, and I need to pick the kids up from school, that sort of stuff. So we're pretty busy. Daniel Morris, when am I next live? I'll tell you what, because it's a quiet week, I'll do another one, a live show tomorrow about 3 o'clock Spanish time. Because the big problem I've had recently, we've been rushing around with lots of stuff going on. But I know tomorrow, April's at college, kids are at school, so it's nice and quiet about 3 o'clock tomorrow. So I'll do a 3 o'clock live show. So I'll see you then if you're available. And basically that's the expenses. This one's short and sweet, but we're going to start doing more of the live show stuff again. It's just quite simple. I've been so busy, like today. I've just finished my work. Thought I'd put these out there and then people can get the information, but I don't really like these flowing into a live show simply because they're a bit long, unless somebody has any specific questions relating to cost of living in Spain. But anyway, thanks for joining and have a great day.